to Vidya Miraj. This video is made for class 10 on chapter number 6 triangles, and today we are going to begin with exercise 6.6 from NCERT. Let's begin with question number 1. In the given figure, PS is the bisector of angle QPR of triangle PQR. Prove that QS upon SR is equal to PQ upon PR. Now let us follow the given instruction. PS is the bisector. It means angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. Let it be equation number 1. Now here we are going to draw PS parallel to RT and we will produce QP to meet at T. So it becomes QTR as your one triangle. According to this, when PS is parallel to TR, it means angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because these are alternate interior angles. And we can also say that angle 3 is equal to angle 4. These are corresponding angles. From all the three equations, we come to know that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So what does it mean? When 2 is equal to 4, it means PR will be equal to PT because we know side opposite to equal angles are always equal. Now let's take triangle QTR, and by BPT we can say that PS is parallel to RT, that we have done by construction. It means their corresponding sides will be equal. What does it mean? QS upon SR will be equal to PQ upon PT according to triangle QTR. But we have just said that PT is equal to PR, so just substitute PR in place of PT. So our equation becomes QS upon SR is equal to PQ upon PR, and hence we have proved it. Question number 2. In the given figure, D is a point on hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC. BD is perpendicular to AC, DM is perpendicular to BC, and DN is perpendicular to AB. Prove that dm square is equal to dn into mc and dn square is equal to dm into an. Now here, since the lines are perpendicular, we know that dm is perpendicular to cb. We know that dn is perpendicular to ab. When we join this line, it becomes a rectangle. So what does it mean? Your dn is parallel to mb. Your DM is parallel to AB. If you look at that shape, and angle B is 90 degree, since one angle is 90 degree, we can say that DMBN is a rectangle. So when the shape is rectangle, we know their opposite sides are equal, which means DN will be equal to MB and DM will be equal to NB. Let it be equation number 1. Now let us take triangle DCM. I have given the numbers to all this, so we will use numbers for easy calculations. Now if we take the triangle DCM and using angle sum property, we know that sum of all the sides of a triangle is 180 degree. So according to this, angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 90 degrees. But in the question we are already told that BD is perpendicular to AC, that means angle 2 plus 3 will be equal to 90 degrees. So if we look at equation number 2 and equation number 3, we come to know that angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. Now let's take another triangle, the next triangle, that is DMB. If we look at this triangle, again if we use the angle sum property, we can see that angle 3 plus angle 4 will be equal to 90 degrees, as we know that DM is perpendicular to BC. So now if we compare equation number 3 and if we compare equation number 5, we come to know that angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. Let it be equation number 6. Now let us take both the triangles simultaneously and make it similar. If we take triangle DCM and triangle BDM, we come to know that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, that is from equation number 4, and angle 2 is equal to angle 4, that is from equation number 6. So it means by AA criteria, our both the triangles are similar, and when triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are equal. That means DM upon BM is equal to MC upon dm. Just cross multiply, you get dm square is equal to bm into mc. Now in the question we don't want bm. What is bm? Bm is equal to dn. We have just proved in equation number 1 earlier. So we will just replace it and we can rewrite it as dm square is equal to dn into mc. Hence we have proved part 1. Now second part we are going to prove it. In this again we are going to use a similar criteria like we have solved the first part. Same way we are going to apply for the second part. Now here we are going to take triangle BDN and we will take triangle ADN. So using similar criteria, let us see what we get it. If we take triangle BDN, in case of BDN, again if we use angle sum property, angle 3 plus 4 will be equal to 90 degrees. Now you must be wondering, I have taken 3 2 times and I have also written 4 2 times. So if you follow the criteria of parallel lines and transversal, you know those angles will be equal according to the alternate interior angles. So I have named it as 3 and I have named it as 4. So according to equation number 7, and we know that DN is perpendicular to AB, we can say angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 90 degrees. Now we also know that BD is perpendicular to AC. So according to that, 5 plus 4 will be equal to 90 degrees. So if we take both the equations 7 and 8, we come to know that angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Okay. So now let's take another triangle, the upper triangle ADN. According to this, according to angle sum property, angle 5 plus angle 6 will be equal to 90 degree, but we already know that 4 plus 5 is 90 degree. So looking at both the equations, we come to know that angle 6 will be equal to angle 4. Now we have all the angles we have proved equal. So we will now take two triangles and make. Now let's take both the triangles BDN and triangle DAN. Now here we can say that angle 3 is equal to 5 as per equation number 9 and angle 6 is equal to angle 4 as per equation number 12. So by AA criteria, triangles are similar. And when triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. So we can say that BN upon DN is equal to DN upon AN. Cross multiply, you get DN square is equal to BN into AN. Now we don't want BN. What is BM? Bn is equal to dm. So we will just substitute this from equation number 1. So we can rewrite it and we get dn square is equal to dm into an, and hence we have proved it. Question number 3. In figure, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is greater than 90 degrees and AD is perpendicular to CB produced. Prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus twice of BC into BD. Now if you look at the figure, we can see that there are two right angle triangles ADB and triangle ADC. So let us use the Pythagoras theorem. If we take triangle ADB, we get AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. And if we take triangle ACD, we get AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Now what we are going to do is AC square is equal to AD square plus, we can bifurcate it, we can rewrite it as DB plus BC the whole square. So DB plus BC the whole square means A plus B the whole square formula, which is A square plus B square plus 2AB. So we will rewrite it, AC square is equal to AD square, it will remain as it is, plus DB square plus BC square plus twice of DB into BC. Now according to the diagram, you can see that AD square plus DB square means AB square. So I can rewrite it as AB square plus BC square plus twice of DB into BC, and hence we have proved it. Question number 4. In figure, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is less than 90 degrees and AD is perpendicular to BC. Prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square minus twice of BC into BD. Now here AD is perpendicular to BC. So let us use Pythagoras theorem for triangle ABD. We get AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. Now AD square, if I say AD square will be equal to AB square minus DB square. We will be requiring it in future. So now if we take triangle ADC, what is ADC? AD square plus DC square is equal to AC square according to the Pythagoras. Now what is AD? We can get AD square as AB square minus BD square, which we have just seen above, plus DC square is there. What is DC square? DC can be written as BC minus BD, the whole square. This is A minus B, the whole square formula. So now AB square minus BD square plus BC minus BD, the whole square is equal to AC square. Just open the bracket. You will get AB square minus BD square plus BC square plus BD square minus twice of BC into BD. Now minus BD square and plus BD square gets cancelled. So you are left with AB square plus BC square minus twice of BC into BD, which was required in the question, and hence we have proved it. Question number 5. In figure, AD is a median of triangle ABC and AM is perpendicular to BC. Prove that number 1. AC square is equal to AD square plus BC into DM plus BC upon 2 the whole square. Let us start with this. Now since we are told that AD is a median, it means that BD will be equal to DC, which will be equal to half of BC. Let's start with triangle AMD. According to the Pythagoras, I know it is AM square plus MD square, which is equal to AD square. Now let me take triangle AMC. In this case, I get AM square plus MC square is equal to AC square. Now what is MC? If you look at MC, MC is made up of MD plus DC. So just substitute it. So AM square plus MD plus DC, the whole square, is equal to AC square. Apply the formula of A plus B, the whole square. You get AM square plus MD square plus DC square plus twice of MD into DC, which is equal to AC square. Now what is AM square plus MD square? If you look at the diagram, you know this is AD square. So G substitute it. So we can write it as AD square plus DC square plus twice of MD into DC is equal to AC square. Now we already are aware of that BD is equal to DC, which is equal to half of BC. Now in place of DC, substitute it with BC. So it becomes AD square plus, instead of DC the square, we can write BC upon 2 the whole square plus twice of MD into, again DC is there, instead of DC write down BC upon 2. 2 gets cancelled here. So you are left with AD square plus BC upon 2 the whole square plus MD into BC is equal to AC square, and hence we have proved it. Next, in triangle ABM, the second part we are proving now. If we take triangle ABM, AB square will be equal to AM square plus MB square. Now what is AM square? We can write AM square as AD square minus MD square or DM square plus MB square. What is MB square? If you look MB square, it can be written as BD minus MD. Okay. So here we have the formula of A minus B the whole square. It means AD square minus DM square will remain as it is, and now we will expand the bracket, plus BD square plus MD square minus twice of BD into MD. Now what does it mean? It means your DM square and DM square get cancelled, and you are left with AD square plus BD square minus twice of BD into MD. Now we already know that BD is half of BC. So substitute it. So you will get your answer as AD square plus BC upon 2 the whole square minus BC into MD, and hence we have proved the second part. triangle ABM, when we use the formula AB square is equal to AM square plus MB square, and if I take triangle AMC, I know AC square will be equal to AM square plus MC square. Now add both the equations. According to that, you get twice of AM square plus MB square plus MC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. If you look at MB, MB is made up of BD minus DM, and if you look at MC, MC is made up of DM plus DC. So just apply the formula of A minus B the whole square and A plus B the whole square. So you will reach to twice of AM square plus BD square plus DM square plus DM square. So I have rearranged it now. Plus DC square minus of twice of BD into DM plus twice of DM into DC, which is equal to AB square plus AC square. Now here, if you look at the thing, I have rearranged. DM square plus DM square can be written as twice of MD square, and the one with the multiplication, I can write twice DM as common, and inside the bracket it becomes minus BD plus DC equal to AB square plus S. So that means you are rewriting it and making it as your like terms together and for easy things. Now we can say that twice of AM square plus twice of MD square means twice of AD square. According to the diagram, we will rearrange it now. It becomes BC upon 2 the whole square plus BC upon 2 the whole square plus twice of MD. Now inside also can be written as minus BC upon 2 plus BC upon 2 the whole square. That gets cancelled, and on the whole we are left with now twice of AD square plus BC square upon 2, which is equal to AB square plus AC square. So children, there are a lot of calculations over here. Please do it slowly, step by step. Since we want BC, so instead of wherever BD is there or wherever DC is there, we have replaced it by BC upon 2 to get our required answer. Question number 6. Prove that the sum of the squares of the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal to the sum of the squares of its sides. Now here we are doing a construction. We are doing a construction such that AE is perpendicular to CD, and we have drawn EDF perpendicular to AB. So when we do this, it becomes that EA will be equal to DF, since both are perpendicular and it is between the same parallel lines, and ABCD is taken as our parallelogram, and AB is equal to CD and AD will be equal to BC. Opposite sides will be equal. So let's start with triangle AEC. The red part, bigger part, if you see, it means AC square will be equal to AE square plus EC square. Now what is EC square? EC can be written as ED plus DC. So apply the formula, you get AE square plus DE square plus DC square plus twice of DE into DC. Now what is AE square plus DE square? If you look at the second figure, the small triangle, you can replace AE square plus DE square by AD square. So I will rewrite it. So AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square plus twice of DE into DC. Let it be equation number 1. Now let me take another triangle DFB. When I take that, it comes to see that BD square is equal to DF square plus BF square. Now what is BF? BF can be written as AB minus AF. Apply the formula, you get DF square plus AF square plus AB square minus twice of AB into AF. Now what is DF square plus AF square? If you look at the second diagram, you come to know that it is AD square. So replace it. BD square is equal to AD square plus AB square minus twice of AB into AF. Let it be equation number 2. Now add both the equations, you get AC square plus BD square. So diagonal square you have got. Now you want on your right side sum of the side square. So on your right side you have AD square plus DC square plus twice of DE into DC plus AD square plus AB square minus twice of AB into AF. Now according to this, if you see, and according to the parallelogram properties, we know that AD is equal to BC, we know AB is equal to DC, and we know AF is equal to DE. Just substitute it, you will see that things get cancelled and you get your right hand side as AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square, and hence we have proved it. Question number 7. In the given figure, two chords AB and CD intersect each other at point P. Prove that the triangle APC and triangle DPB are similar. Now here I have done a construction by joining CB. If you look at the figure CAB and if you look at CDB, they are on the same segment. So angle CAB will be equal to angle CDB, and we know that opposite angles, that means vertically opposite angles are there. Angle APC is equal to angle DPB. So two angles are equal. So by AA criteria, triangles are similar. And when triangles are similar, I can write their corresponding sides as PA upon PD equal to PC upon PB equal to AC upon PD. So let us just consider the first two, cross multiply. You get PA into PB is equal to PC into PD, and hence we have proved it. Next, in the given figure, two chords AB and CD of a circle intersect each other at the point P when produced outside the circle. Prove that triangle PAC is similar to triangle PDB. So smaller triangle and bigger triangle. So if you look at the figure, if we say look at PAC and BAC, their sum will be equal to 180 degree because of linear pair. And if you look at the quadrilateral, angle BAC plus angle BDC, that will be equal to 180 degree because we know that sum of the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral is 180. So from equation 1 and 2, we get angle PAC will be equal to angle PDB. Now let's make two triangles similar. If we take two triangles, we know angle P is common among them, and we have just proved that angle PAC is equal to angle PDB. So by AA criteria, triangles are similar. When triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are equal, which is PA upon PD is equal to PC upon PB, which is thus PA into PB is equal to PC into PD, and hence we have proved it. Question number 9. In the given figure, D is a point on the side BC of triangle ABC such that BD upon CD is equal to AB upon AC. Prove that AD is the bisector of triangle BAC. Now AD is the bisector means we can prove that interior angles are equal, that is angle 1 should be equal to angle 2. Now here if we take triangle AEC, here we have made a construction in such a manner that AE is equal to AC. So if AE is equal to AC, it means angle 3 will be equal to angle 4 because we know angles opposite to equal sides are equal. And we also know that BD upon CD is equal to AB upon AC. That means BD upon CD will be equal to AB upon AE. Just we have done it by construction. So by converse of BPT, we can say that DA is parallel to EC. And when lines are parallel, we know that angle 2 will be equal to angle 3 and angle 1 will be equal to angle 4. And from all the equation 1, 2, 3, we get angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and hence we have proved that AD is the bisector of triangle ABC. Question number 10. Nazima is fly fishing in a stream. The tip of a fishing rod is 1.8 meters above the surface of the water. That means height is given to us. And the fly at the end of the string rests on the water 3.6 meters away. So total distance is given to us is 3.6 meters where the girl is sitting and where that fly is. And 2.4 meters from a point directly from the tip of the rod. Now from the tip of the rod and till the fly, the distance given to you is 2.4. So what is the remaining from the girl to the tip of the rod is 1.2 meters. Now how much string does she have to out? If she pulls the string at the rate of 5 centimeters per second, what will be the horizontal distance of the fly from her after 12 seconds? Let us draw in a right angle triangle form ABC. So A will be the tip of that string from where it is pulled out, and C is where the fly is. And AB distance is given to us as 1.8 and BC distance is given to us as 2.4 meters. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, we can find out AC, which comes out to be 3 meters. So AC is 3. Length of the string becomes 3. Now it is said that the string is pulled at the rate of 5 centimeters per second for 12 seconds. That means speed is given to us. We are given the time also. That comes out to be 60 centimeters. Since we want in meters, it becomes 0.6 meters. So what is AD? Total AC was 3. So AD will be 3 minus 0.6, which comes out to be 2.4 meters. Now we have the hypotenuse, we have the perpendicular, we can find out base, that is BD, which is the required. So AD square is equal to AB square plus BD square. AD is 2.4 square is equal to 1.8 square plus BD square. When we use this, we get 1.59 meters approximately. And we have to find out the horizontal distance of the fly. So horizontal distance will be BD plus 1.2. What is BD? 1.59, that is approximate value. So total it comes out to be 2.79 meters approximately. That is the total horizontal distance to fly. That's all for this exercise, children. I hope you have found it easy. I have tried to give you easy explanations for each questions. Still, if you have doubt in any of the parts, you can mention in the comment section, or you can also email me. Very soon I am going to come with the next video. Till then, see you children. Goodbye. Take care.